Hey guys, and welcome to my March favorites. It's April already, yada yada yada. March went really quickly, I can't believe it. Okay, let's get on with the favorites. I never know what to start with, if I should start with skincare or makeup or... Let's do makeup. So I've got a couple of items, some expensive, some more drugstore. So let's start with the cheaper stuff. First, this probably won't come as a surprise to you because I have used it in a few videos. It is the Real Techniques sponge. I'm not sure what it's called. I presume it's just called the sponge. It's their version of the beauty blender. So same kind of idea, bouncy sponge used to put your foundation on. The difference is it's got this kind of flat edge, which I really like. It makes it quite easy to cover a large area very quickly. You can get in around the nose very easily. It's got the pointy end as well for like doing under the eyes. I really can't see much of a difference between this and the beauty blender in application and in finish. The major difference for me is the fact that this is $6 versus $20 or $19.99 for a beauty blender. So I think I'm going to be buying this in future. And as I said in the last video I talked about this, I bought mine from iHerb, which does deliver to Australia for a pretty reasonable cost. So I'll leave the link to that website in the description box. Pretty sure it delivers worldwide too. Also, just if you can hear any banging or drilling or hammering, I'm really sorry. My neighbor upstairs is renovating his apartment and seems to pick up a hammer or a drill the second I try and record a video, so I'm really sorry, but there's not much I can do about it. I will try and edit around it as best I can. Next, I've got two lipsticks, both of them from drugstore brands, and the first one you'll probably recognize from my emergency touch-up, my emergency makeup touch-up video, which if you haven't seen, I'll link on the screen. It's just like a really quick way to fix your makeup if you're looking a bit shiny. But it's the Innoxa lipstick in the color Peach Lily. Now I will have on the screen exactly what type of lipstick because I know they do a few different types, but this particular range of Innoxa lipsticks, they seem to be very sheer and very balmy. So to equate it to MAC, it will probably be like the luster texture, so it feels more like a lip balm. But oh my god, this color is just so beautiful. Again, if I were to equate it to MAC, it's probably like what is that lipstick called? Begins with F. Fanfare. There we go. So it's kind of a peachy, more on the peachy side of pink, kind of a peachy coral, very glossy, very sheer, very easy to wear, feels really comfortable on. I've been wearing this a lot as kind of my everyday lipstick just because it is a bit of a My Lips But Better color, so it just adds a little bit of color without being too much. Love it. Next is a lipstick that I am wearing right now, and this is by the Australian brand Australis, and this is their, I think they're just called their color Inject lipstick in the color Ballet, and it is such a pretty soft pink. It's a pinky pink, if that makes sense, without it being too much of a pink. It's not a Barbie pink, but it's still quite a girly pink. Similar texture to the Innoxa one. It's sheer, it's balmy, it has a glossy finish, it feels really comfortable on, it doesn't dry your lips. Just a very easy lipstick to wear, you know, it's the kind of lipstick that you can put on without a mirror, you know, throw it in your handbag and just whip it on and you're good to go. Yeah, it's just a really lovely, especially on my skin tone. I find it very difficult to find fair pinks that either don't make me look like death, that aren't too nude, or don't come off too strong on my fair skin. So this is just that lovely kind of balance in between a pale color and a bright color. Next is an eyeliner, and I've actually had this for a while, but I've only recently kind of figured out its awesomeness. It is one of the Eye of Horus, their Goddess Smokey eye pencil, and this is just in black. Now, Eye of Horus, again, it's another Australian brand. They're kind of a small boutique-y brand. They're not huge. They're not available in very many places yet. I will try and find a worldwide online stock of them and link it in the description box for you though. Now they are a little bit on the expensive side. They are kind of a higher end brand, but the products are really excellent quality. And I have been using this pencil as my waterline eyeliner, and it is the only eyeliner I have ever used that does not transfer onto my bottom waterline when I wear it on my top waterline. Like, I have tried, you know, I've tried loads of eyeliners, like gel liners, liquid liners, obviously not liquid liner on the waterline, lots of different pencils, eyeshadow pressed in the waterline. Nothing has like stayed waterproof. This stuff is amazing. I'm wearing it in my waterline right now on the upper waterline, and there is no transfer in the lower. It's just amazing. You can also just wear it like a normal eyeliner. They do set very quickly though, so that's what makes it so awesome for the waterline. But if you want to do like a smudgy, smoky eye, you have to work so quickly with it. So it's not great for that, but as a waterline eyeliner, it's awesome. Next is a product that should come as no surprise to you because I have been using it in pretty much all of my videos in the last month, and it is the L'Oreal Touche Magique Concealer. And the one thing, I'm going to start off with the negative first, and this is just, generally speaking, this is just a problem that I have with a lot of drugstore brands. The packaging is looking pretty shabby, and it's only like, it's what, 3 or 4 weeks old, but already like most of the writing has worn off and it's kind of like rattly, if you know what I mean, and the brush is like, the bristles are a bit splayed and it just generally looks a bit manky. But having said that, the product itself is awesome. I wrote a blog post about a week after I got this, and you can see a good before and after with this product, so I'll link that in the description box. But it's basically the nicest drugstore concealer that I've tried. For the under eye area, it's not really great on blemishes. It's a little bit too liquidy and a little bit too kind of brightening for a blemish, but for under the eyes, it's awesome. It totally neutralizes the dark color under my eyes. It doesn't crease. Well, it creases a little tiny bit, but with a bit of powder, that's not so much of a problem. It just really, really brightens. It blends really smoothly. It blends really easily with my fingers, which is always good. So easy with that brush. You just literally swipe it on and with your finger blend it in and you're good to go in like 2 minutes, which is always nice when you're in a rush during the week. And it's drugstore, so it's relatively inexpensive. L'Oreal is not the cheapest drugstore brand, definitely here in Australia, and I think worldwide L'Oreal isn't the cheapest, but it's cheaper than Touche Eclat, and for my money, I think it does a better job. Next is a blush, and this is from a brand that I had never ever used before up until like 2 weeks ago, and it is one of the Instain blushes from the Balm. I had never tried the Balm before. I don't know how that totally bypassed me. Again, I do have a blog post that goes into a little bit more detail about this product that I'll have linked down there and on the screen here somewhere if you want to go and have a look. But I did get sent a few products by the Balm a couple of weeks ago, and I did kind of an overview and a face of the day using them if you want to see. But for me, this was the standout product. So this is in the blush called Swiss Dot, and it looks nuts. It's like this terracotta kind of coral orange color, which I really would never have been drawn to, but on it is absolutely gorgeous. It is such a natural color when it goes on, as long as you use a light hand. I've been using, excuse how dirty this is, but I've been using a Sigma Duo Fibre brush, you know, the small Duo Fibre brushes, because these kind of brushes, because they're kind of floppy and the bristles aren't too dense, you don't put on too much product, so I found this brush works really, really well with this. But it just gives a really healthy, kind of more of a red flush rather than a pink flush, which can look an awful lot more natural. Like if you've been in the sun, you'll get a little bit of that kind of red tone across your cheeks, or if you've been out for a jog, you know, not everybody flushes red, but a lot of people will have that kind of red tone rather than a pink tone in their cheeks. But I just think it looks absolutely beautiful on. And it's totally matte, so if you don't like having shimmer in your blushes, you'll probably like this. So that's it for makeup. I have got one item of skincare, and I haven't actually watched anybody else's March favorites yet, but I have a feeling that I'm not going to be the only person talking about this product. It is the Garnier, the Micellar, I don't speak French, I'm sorry, the cleansing water. So it's their all-in-one makeup remover cleansing water. So basically it's their Bioderma dupe, and I swear I've probably read about 10 blog posts in the last month, every single one of them raving about this product. So it's colorless, it's odorless, it's like water when you put it onto a cotton pad, and it just dissolves all makeup exactly the same as Bioderma does. Again, the difference, same as my Real Technique sponge from earlier on, the difference is this is a fraction of the price. I think I got this for about $9. Oh, excuse me, I should have put my phone on silent. Yeah, I think I paid about $9 for this, and Bioderma is like $30 for an equivalent size, so bargain. But it really does work. So I've been using this when I'm wearing pretty light makeup. So if I'm wearing like crazy smoky eyes or waterproof eye makeup, like say the eyeliner that I've got on, that Eye of Horus eyeliner, it doesn't really work so great on that. I'll use something a little bit more heavy duty, like the Garnier the other eye makeup remover that I have by them, the Duo Phase, the blue one that's got the oily bit and then the watery bit. I'll insert a picture of it here because I can't think of the name of it at all. I'll use that on my eyes, and then I can use that on the rest of my face where the makeup isn't quite so waterproof. I've used it on clients. I did a wedding not so long ago and I used this and it worked absolutely amazingly, just to freshen everybody's skin before I started to apply makeup and to correct like eyeliner and stuff like that. It worked amazingly well. Just, it's amazing and it's really cheap. You need it. So this month I've only got one hair product, and I used this in a recent video, my romantic hair and makeup tutorial, which I'll link. There's going to be a lot of links in this video and they'll all be in the description box if you missed them on the screen or if you just want to watch the rest of this video. But I use this stuff. It is the SchwarzKopf for my German followers. I'm sorry, I'm very sorry for that pronunciation. It's the SchwarzKopf Rough and Tough Styling Powder. So it's a mattifying, texturizing powder. I'm a big fan of these products. I've tried a few different ones. All of them a lot more expensive than this one, mind you. I think this was kind of a slow enough product for more drugstore or pharmacy brands to do their version of. Like, I think when they first came out, it was all really expensive brands that were making them. But if you've never used them before, you dust them into the roots of your hair or through the lengths of your hair, and they create this kind of weird gritty texture that creates volume and grip in your hair. So if you've got fine hair or very slippy hair that you find very hard to style, these powders just give you that extra grip and help your styles to last and work really well when you're trying to like backcomb your hair and stuff like that. But as I said, I've used a lot of other more expensive brands and this works just as well, but it's really, really cheap. I have a lot of those kind of products in this monthly favorites. I just realized they're perfectly good products that are a fraction of the price of their higher end counterparts. The only criticism I have is it's a bit stinky. I don't know what's in it, but yeah, it doesn't smell good. But I can't really smell it when it's on my hair, so I don't think anybody else can smell it when it's on my hair. Well, I certainly hope not anyway. But in terms of the performance of the product, it does a really excellent job. I actually put some in my fringe before I started filming. My hair was freshly washed today and I did some curls through it and just put a little bit in my fringe just to give it that kind of, see that volume at the front? I never naturally have that, and you know, just to make it look a little bit messy and to hold the style a bit. It's kind of like a nice alternative to hairspray as well. And then last but not least, this is going to seem like such a totally random product and it's not really beauty related, but then it kind of is. It's a deodorant, and I think I may have featured this in a video before. I'm just getting a bit of deja vu about mentioning deodorant in a video before. I think I have, but I'll talk about it anyway. It's another Garnier product. I promise Garnier aren't sponsoring this video or anything. It's their mineral Invisicalm, their mineral deodorant. So they have a few different deodorants, I think, in the mineral range. This is the anti-white marks one. It smells really, really nice, but you know what? I actually don't really care about that with deodorant. As long as it smells fresh, I don't really mind. They don't bother me too much because I wear perfume. But the reason I love this so much is because it's the only deodorant that I don't get sweaty or smell BOE at the end of the day from. Like, if I'm doing someone's makeup, and other makeup artists and hairstylists I'm sure will sympathize with this, when you're doing someone's makeup or hair, you're really close to them, and you know, sometimes you're kind of reaching across them and you're, you know, sometimes you're almost getting their face in this part of your body, and that's an unpleasant area of the body to have someone's face in. So I'm always really, really paranoid that I smell, even though I shower every day, sometimes twice a day, because it's really, really hot in Australia. So it's really important that I have good deodorant that actually works, and this really, really does work. I find, for whatever reason, I don't get smelly, I don't get sweaty, so that's what you want in a deodorant, so I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, speaking of smelly and sweaty, whew, hot under these lights. So that is it for my March favorites. Let me know if you've tried any of those products and if you agree with me, if you really love them, or if you're not such a fan and you think I'm just talking through my bum. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I put out videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and I know you're going to ask about the makeup that I'm wearing. No, I have not recorded a tutorial on it. I just kind of wanted to do my makeup today without thinking about it, but I'm really happy with how it came out. So if you would like a tutorial on it, please do let me know in the comments. and give the video a thumbs up. All of the products I talked about will be listed in the description box. I always have such a problem saying that. And all of the links to blog posts and stuff that I mentioned in the video will also be linked down there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you had a great March, and here's to April being even more awesome. I'll see you very soon. Bye!